Tuga Mix. Música, espetáculo, entrevistas com Luís Carvalho. Olá a todos, bem-vindos ao programa Tuga Mix. Hoje vamos ter aqui um programa especial, vai ser um pouco diferente do habitual, mas vamos estar aqui com Marlon Cherry. Marlon Cherry é uma pessoa que nos enviaram para o programa e que achámos que deveríamos dar um destaque, fazer um programa especial um pouco diferente do habitual. Hello, Marlon Cherry. Welcome to our program. Our program is called Tuga Mix. And as you know, this program goes to around the world for the Portuguese community and what else too, and the other people that listens to it. Okay. You're from Afro-Mauritian? You're Afro-Mauritian? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Born in South Africa to Mauritian parents, Mauritian father.
Okay.
So although my Mauritian grandfather married a local South African lady, so it's a complicated mix, which
Yeah.
the world is already. The world is really a mix. So yes, I'd say Afro-Mauritian, born in South Africa.
In Forfeit. So you're born in a tropical place, tropical
Born in the
city.
tropics. Yeah, very hot, very hot. Every day is hot. Not far from former Mozambique,
Mozambique.
Portuguese. Yeah, Lorenzo Marques. Back in the day, Lorenzo Marques. But it's not far. We live. Durban is on the east coast, and if you drive all the way up, you end up in Portuguese Africa. Beautiful country.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you're a composer and singer.
Yes, I do both. I do lots of both, singing and writing. Although the album which we got out, so we're busy promoting globally, I didn't participate in much writing. I wrote the first single, "You Are the Best," which is the lead single, and the rest of the album, like 90% of the album, was written by professional writers, sort of who've got many platinum records out. So I did write my last album. I wrote was in Sicily. I wrote an album for an Italian band, but with this album we're doing right now, it's written by a professional bunch of writers down in Oxford City.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
So you made a lot of concerts, live concerts, of course, and write some good songs. In Africa, South Africa, to United Kingdom, right?
Yeah, I'm based in the United Kingdom at the moment, and I'd say further afield to Europe. A lot of my work is here in the United Kingdom. I've done shows in Brazil as well with some writers out there, with the sertanejo genre of music. Yes, a very popular genre of music. I've got a couple of songs out in Brazil as well. But when it comes to shows, I think mainly my shows are here in Europe at the moment, because I believe that Europe can be a beginning point or a staging point for the music, and Latin America as well. I love Latin. I've just come back from Colombia. See, I was on holiday in Colombia.
Oh, I see.
Last week I was in Colombia. Last week, yeah. But global. We want to go global, Luis. We want to go global. We want to go all over the world.
That's good. Pero tú también hablas un poquito de español. Tú has estado en Colombia. Tú hablas un poquito.
Sí, yo probar habla en esta lengua, pero yo pensando las lenguas muy importante es español, portugués, francés y inglés. Basta. Estas lenguas en el mundo.
sim.
Porque muchos países hablan estas lenguas, este idiomas de portugués y español. Pero para esta razón, yo quiero estas lenguas. Un día falar en portugués perfecto. Un día.
Muitas graças. Obrigado. Obrigado.
Sí, obrigado, obrigado, muito obrigado. Sí, sí.
Pero tu has hablado que estás you have some you stated in some places. I'm going to say it in English, maybe it's much better. In Italy, South America, like you said it. So
Yeah.
was in Colombia. That's the place you stayed there. So you start this at 6 years old, right? You started.
Yeah, I started. Yeah, at 6 years old, I didn't choose music. Music chose me, and it was something that came from nowhere. I think it came from God maybe because my
Yeah.
music teacher would told me that I got a voice and I could sing, and he was my music teacher was brought up in a boys' home, in a Catholic boys' home, Roman Catholic boys' home. Yeah, he didn't have a mother or father, but he was a teacher. He done well for himself. And we started singing together, and he pushed me out in the front and told me to do shows. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But he forced me to go. And then what happened was in the home that where he was, there was a white Irishman, a white Irish guy, an
Yes.
older guy, the Catholic Irishman, and he was helping in the home for the boys, and he was teaching us all different types of things, teaching us to play guitar, sing, and keyboards and everything. And at that particular point, age 6, 7, and 8, we were out touring. He was taking us all over the country, all over South Africa. We were doing big shows. And I was so young, and we're getting paid as well. We're getting paid money.
That's
You know, I was
fantastic.
like,
Yeah.
amazing. I was like, I never asked my mom and dad for spending money. I always had spending money. I
Oh,
always
that's
had spending
great.
money. But it was best times of my life, Luis. Best times of my life.
I believe it. I believe that. Maybe right now you're staying in UK because it's easier to stay to record in studio. Maybe that's. Or how long when
Yeah,
did
I
you
mean,
when do you came to UK?
almost when I was about 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15,
So
20
for
years
good,
ago.
for good.
Well, good, yeah, and for music because although saying that music these days in any parts of the world can be done and uploaded onto Spotify and all the DSPs, the music platforms, Deezer, Spotify, iTunes. You know, now when I came, it wasn't that simple. So I met up with a good bunch of writers and good band members here in the United Kingdom. Very professional, you know. But my hard times, you know, when you play football, in the junior team, you always have to clean the older people's shoes in the football team. I
Yeah.
done that when I was 6 years old. Even though when I was singing, I was pushing the front, I was a star. You had to carry all the equipment, the keyboards, the speakers. I served my time out there in South Africa and with bands here as well, because every time I sang, I was the youngest. And we would, you know, they put you in the front, you're the main guy. But once everything is finished, no, you got to clean the shoes, you got to carry the speakers, you got to do all the heavy lifting. I've worked with many talented people. And as I say, I got the opportunity to go and live in Sicily. Io parli italiano, not much,
Not
but
much.
I lived in Sicily.
Yeah.
See, I lived in Sicily and, you know, and record out there, in Italy. But UK is good because you got Heathrow Airport. I got Stansted Airport is 2 hour, 1 hour 30 away from me. Stansted is right here.
Yeah.
So I just jump on a plane, boom, gone. Wherever I need to go, you know?
Just go there.
So
Back then, before you said that you went to Brazil and talk about Sertanejo. Can you tell me how was that experience? with the Portuguese
Yeah,
Brazilian people.
it was delightful. It was absolutely delightful. I met a guy on. We had a single out. Excuse me, I'm sitting outside and it's a bit cold here in England today, and my nose is running.
Oh
Apologies.
no, no, okay, no problem.
As you can see, it's grey. There's no sun today,
Yeah.
and it's a bit chilly, and haven't got a jacket on. But look, yeah, I went to Rio de Janeiro, and I know I met a guy on SoundCloud, a Brazilian DJ, and he heard our song with my Italian band. He heard our song out there in Brazil, and then we connected. And he said, "Hey, can you come over and write for me in English? Can you come and record for me in English?" And I went over to Rio de Janeiro, and I wrote a few songs for him. DJ Henrique Parai, that's his name.
Okay.
A good guy, and he's a saxophonist. He's a very talented guy. He does all his instruments by himself, guitar. He produces. And then I went there and I wrote a song called Rio de Janeiro Blues because I was talking about the carioca, the beautiful woman, Copacabana, everything I saw, I put to paper and I wrote it down. And the song is out on the song is still on Spotify at the moment. So that was my experience with Enrique. But my relationship continued to go out there in Brazil when I met what you call this the manager of a beautiful sertanejo singer by the name of Eduardo Barbosa. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
Eduardo Barbosa. I met the manager, and they had a song. They had one sertanejo song, which they asked me to sing with Eduardo Barbosa. So I
I
sang the
see.
song with Eduardo Barbosa, and it is a sertanejo song. She sang in Portuguese, and I sang in English. But the song, the music, was done by the same writer who's written songs for the likes of Gabriel Diniz.
Yes.
He sang a song about a relationship, Jenny, and he's Gabriel Diniz died in an aeroplane crash in Brazil. The writer of the song also writes songs for Gustavo Lima.
Oh, I see. Gustavo Lima. I met him. I met him. Yeah.
You met him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
In Brazil, they have it's called Villa Mix. It's a sertanejo show that a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah, yeah.
people sing, and they sing when we have here in Portugal too. So I met him here in Portugal, Villa Mix. Then we had the problems, of course, with the health problems. The show stopped because of what happened, right? So
Um,
now I think this year we're gonna have again here in Portugal the Villa Mix, and it's a big show in Brazil, all over, in some places, and other countries too.
of
Sertanejo.
course,
Yeah.
of course, Brazil and Portugal, they're like family. They're like
Yes.
family.
Yes. Yes.
Big connections, big connections. I appreciate that. I mean, I sort of, I discovered that on my journey. I've been to Portugal, I've been to Brazil. Brazil's a beautiful place, and I just spoke to Henrique yesterday. I spoke to him yesterday, and
Oh, that's
Henrique,
great. What did he say?
he wants me to come back and finish the project.
Oh, that's great. The weather is better. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Right now, well, it's about 18 Celsius, but it's the weather is better than
yeah.
than
No,
there.
no, definitely. I will be going back to Brazil.
Yeah,
I need to meet up with Eduardo again. I need to meet up with Lurival. All my friends. I got many friends in Latin America.
in Latin
Many
America.
friends.
That's good.
You know, and I love it. I love
That's
it.
very good. So I see that I'm reading now, and you work with global companies, entertainment in USA. Um, Solo
Yes.
music publishing. Maybe it's better for you to tell me Silicon Valley, whatever. Tell me about
Yeah.
US.
Yeah. The funny thing is, my lead single from the album, "You Are the Best I've Ever Seen," that particular song, there was a guy who's connected to Empire Distribution. Now, Empire Distribution is a major label up from Silicon Valley, okay, as a
Yeah.
distribution company. So the song, how I ended up meeting up with the Americans, um, they found out my song. His name is Tim Lewis, the big boss. He heard my song, "You Are the Best I've Ever Seen." He heard that song on SoundCloud, and he wanted me to release the song with him to be distributed by this major major distribution company called Empire Distribution. Empire Distribution has got a lot of the top rappers like Kendrick Lamar, many big names. Even 6ix9ine, this the guy with the colory hair, from America. And he chased me for 5 years. He chased me and he was nice to me and he's saying, please, can I have the song? Can we do something with the song? In the end, I gave up and I submitted the song to him, and then he connected the song to via Bay Area Block Report. He
Okay.
connected the song with Empire Distribution, which is a major Empire. We're everywhere. We're
Yeah.
everywhere now with Empire.
Oh, okay.
They do lots of deals with very important people. And I know I'm not a number one priority on their radar, but I'm there
But
and
you're
we're
there.
doing things to get us further up the ladder. Now with Solo Music Publishing, is another company that I'm dealing with. My publicist, his name is Rod White. In
Yeah.
fact, I spoke to him this morning. He's got us now. If I can, he's got us on from today. He's got us on 2 television stations in Brazil, and he's got us on a further 12 radio stations with airplay. So as of today, out
That's
in
great.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. And Rod, when I was in Colombia, he was on the phone to me every day, trying, because I was on holiday, but I was like, what I mean, meeting people and stuff. And, Rod, I speak to Rod every day, and he's busy trying to get me further, our music further. He's got our music in the Asia Pacific region in South Korea, and
Yeah.
that region, South Korea, not China, South Korea and a couple other countries surrounding it. You got our singles out there with the big company, and the company are attempting to push the music, and that's important. And I'm also busy with guys out in North Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, Donnie Productions. In fact, I spoke to Donnie, the owner. I spoke to
Yeah.
Donnie on Sunday. I was speaking to him on Sunday. He's busy. He's busy promoting us out there and pushing us and trying to get us somewhere. So I've got a few people in America who got my interest at heart, and who are doing their best to get us further, to get the music further.
Yeah.
And we're also dealing with a major company in Brazil as well. Another major company. I forgot their name. We had a big Zoom meeting here. Like I was shocked. The same place where I'm talking to you. I
Yeah.
had Rod on the phone call. I had the big boss of the company. I had the head of social media. There was like 6 or 10 people on the phone call, all
That's
in
great.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So we're doing
You,
things. And without the assistance of my colleagues, I'm nothing. I'm nothing.
yeah, but
I'm grateful.
that it's very good that meeting. Of course, it's good to improve
Yeah,
this
and
project.
they are there. They're waiting for us. There's a few things. I think initially the Brazilians, excuse me,
Yeah.
the Brazilians initially when they send the contract over, the contract was too complex. Initially, and I sent it to the writers in
Yeah.
Oxford, and I
Yeah.
sent it to their lawyers, and the contract wasn't, it wasn't okay. There were a few things that we didn't agree with, then we didn't pursue it, but then they came back to us again now in the last few months.
Hmm.
So Rod is busy speaking with them, and they are major out there in Brazil. Their intention is to get our songs on 63 radio stations
Oh,
out
that's
in Brazil.
great. Yeah, that's
And
great.
I think the population of Brazil is 259 million people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Say no more. Say no
Yeah.
more. I definitely, we are aiming directly at Latin America as well. But with the likes of our good friend Paolo, we are aiming here in Europe as well. So we got Europe, we got the United States of America, and we got Latin America, which we dearly need to get some traction,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know.
Right. And also you work with other in UK entertainment companies in UK with a Murku music license. Is that the name?
Yeah, there's a few licensing companies here in the United Kingdom
Yeah.
who have got our music. In fact, I spoke to Joel at Mirko a few months ago,
Okay.
and we just having a catch up with progress. I mean, what are they doing? Because we need to get our songs, all our song titles, like "You Are the Best," "Tell Him How You Feel," "To Fall in Love," "Love is a Dangerous Game." These are the titles, and they're not only just titles, but they brilliantly written songs that will fit nice into any movies. Even me and Paolo spoke about this.
Yeah.
They'll fit into movies. They'll fit into adverts. They'll fit into any media platform that can be enhanced with the music that we have. So we got a Mirko. Obviously, the main label run in Oxford by Anthony is called Long Time Dead Records. So everything goes through him.
Okay.
We got what you call this. There's another company in London that is that is Reho. That's it.
Rehego, right?
That's it. That's
I
it.
can't
That's it.
remember the name.
It's weird. It's weird because
Yeah.
the it's run by an Italian guy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
run
I
by
see. Yeah,
based in London,
that's
and
great.
they pushed us. They put us in locations where I know for a fact if I had to try do that, I would never be able to do it. I'd never be able to do it. So it's one thing. It's one thing being a singer, and it's one thing being an artist and a writer. But it's another thing. The business side of things is very complicated. But I would like to learn more about the business side of music as well, because you got to have your eyes everywhere, haven't you? Or else you'll end up being robbed, and many artists get robbed, sadly, and hopefully that won't happen to me again, because it has happened to me in the past. Hopefully it won't happen to me again, Luis. That's
Yeah.
what I hope. Anyway,
Right.
that's what I
Right
hope.
now you have experience and you have a lot of people that can guide you or companies that can guide you to show your work to the people. You're a writer and a singer. That's what you call yourself, right?
Yes. I write and I sing. I've been given the opportunity to write by my English bands that I've played with. They said,
Yeah.
"Don't worry about it. We'll do the music. You just come with the stories and come with the melodies and come with everything." And they gave me free reign. And it just got better and better and better. I mean, I never used to write before. I never used to write. And then I picked up a pen and I said, I can do it. I like writing stories. And the reality of the situation is that when I went to Sicily, I was given free reign. I wrote a
Yeah.
whole album not by myself, but with my Italian friends.
Okay.
And those are recordings. The guy who we released the music with, he's now working with the Sugar. If you know about the Italian music industry, there's a family called the Sugar family, and they are very, very integral and very, very important people in the Italian entertainment industry. Now he's now working with them, but the Italian band ended up breaking up for many reasons, and it's a sad thing. But life goes on. I'm here. I'm still
Yeah,
doing
that's
music,
great.
and I'm solo now. I'm solo. I don't.
Oh,
It's so cold. It's
yes.
solo, and
We have about 5 minutes before we finish.
okay, okay, go for it,
Um,
go.
of course, we later on we can have another interview, okay? But for now, you have a song called "You Are the Best." Your
Yeah,
last words to your work, and another thing that we didn't talk about, but the people will listen to the music. What kind of music do do you have right now?
I would call it. Because I'm Afro-Mauritian. I would call it Afro pop. But it's more pop. When you say Afro pop, I mean the thing is you could also be confused with the current reign of the charts, like with Burna Boy and all these big African acts, like Baby, calm down. You would think that if I wouldn't say it's Afro pop in that respect, I would say it's more. I call it Afro pop because I'm Afro Mauritian, but it's more Western UK pop music. UK pop music. That's what it is, But sung by an African, an Afro Mauritian from the tropics, with a bit of diversity and a bit of
Yeah.
spice, Nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so was nice talking to you, and we wait for those files with the music so we can introduce in our program. This program will be recorded, so make sure you send the music, okay, so we can put it in the program. And wish you all the best. And of course, we have much more to talk later on. We will continue our conversation so the listeners can know what. A lot of work you're doing around the world. That's how you say it.
We try every day. We woke up today, we got a chance, so we try every day. We try and make a good thing, Luis. Definitely. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Gado. I appreciate you.
Okay. Obrigado. Thank you very much. I will finish like this. Is it better? I got you, my friend. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, Luis. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay,
bye.
Obrigado.
Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Tuga Mix com Luís Carvalho. Tuga Mix. Música.
Olá, eu sou a Mila Ferreira e estou no programa Tuga Mix.
Olá, eu sou o Ciro e estou no programa Tuga Mix.
Hi guys, my name is Ines Kilpatrick and I'm in Tuga Mix.
Olá a todos, eu sou o Avô Cantigas e aqui estou na vossa boa companhia no programa Tuga Mix.
Cucu, eu sou a Rosinha e estou consigo no programa Tuga Mix. Beijinho!
Olá, nós somos FBO e estamos no programa Tuga Mix com Luís Carvalho.
Tuga Mix. Música. Tuga Mix com Luís Carvalho.